Yo, what's going on, guys? JVH here, and welcome back to 2K18, where today we're going up against the Sacramento Kings. It's been a while since I commentated over a 2K game, but I thought today it's about time I get back on and chat away. Been a bit up and down, as you can see there. It's literally just, I mean, as far back, look, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. I mean, we're just holding pace just at the bottom of the sort of conference playoff zone, but we would like to get a little bit more cemented in that top 8 position. Anyway, jump straight in this game today, see if we can get it done.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And now around the halfway point, the novelty of the new season has died down, and we're still a long way from the playoffs. Shaq, how do the players maintain focus through this stretch? How do you maintain focus?
Well,
Have you maintained focus?
Easy. You're a pro, Ernie. Do your job. That's your job.
There you go.
You know, and not only that, you got to be a real competitor. You got to want to compete.
Yeah, good coaching, and the veterans can help you through this because the veterans have been here before. They can kind of lead you and guide you.
Do you feel focused right now?
Not at all.
No. Do you feel focused right now?
Never.
Well, that makes 3 of us. Here's Kevin Harlan. He's always focused.
Tell him sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
Live from Orlando, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Magic at Amway Center. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Sacramento is working their way through a road trip going into today's game, winning their last 3 games. They'd like to make that 4 in a row here tonight.
And they're playing some of the most impressive basketball we've seen all season in the NBA. It's hard to think of any team that's played better than they have during this streak.
And Greg, I love the attitude they're bringing onto the court every night, the belief you can see in this group. It's going to take something very special to beat this team.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, Sacramento Kings coach Dave Yeager started out coaching in the minor leagues. And every year he'd attend NBA training camps, but especially ones with teams that had big roster turnover. He said a coach who's had his team together calls out a drill, and everybody does it. But to watch those guys teach and put it all together, that was where you really learn. Evan?
Thanks, David, and it's clear that Coach Yeager is a details guy, an impressive young coach. Clark, tonight in this matchup, young teams, not a lot of experience, and there are tough things for these young players to pick up as they make their journey, I know, through the NBA.
You're really right on top of it there, Kevin, because young players tend to be more emotional, and that doesn't always serve you well. Being poised and calm and confident is what you see from veteran players. Understanding game situations and having the presence of mind to be aware in all situations is part of what sometimes isn't prevalent with young players.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Labissiere and Cauley Stein the bigs. George Hill out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward.
And Hill really swings the ball over nicely. A talented distributor who looks out for his guys.
From 12 feet out. Bank shot, no good. And Sacramento has possession. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And typically on the road, it's harder to get into a great rhythm offensively, but they did just that.
Yeah, and from the start, Greg, you could tell they were ready to go. Loved how fearless they were, confident, aggressive, attack mode. They don't care where the games are played. They're ready to get it done.
And Buddy Hield, the centerpiece of the DeMarcus Cousins trade. Talk about what makes him, Greg, so intriguing.
Well, the Wooden Award winner in his senior season, he led Oklahoma to the Final Four. And how about leading the nation in three-pointers made? I think that can translate to the NBA level and to make him a difference maker.
I don't actually know if this actually works. I really don't think it does.
Free throw drops for Hield.
But I do it anyway.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Fournier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. He dishes it to Gordon. 5 on the clock. Here's Payton. The Magic again can't hit. On defense, Orlando. 4-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
They needed to make a few runs, but it just never happened for them. And when you can't string things together, it's tough sledding. It's a tough way to go.
Vucevic with the ball.
Hey, that expansive reach of Vucevic really helps him on the defensive end. He uses that length to really bother the confidence of shooters.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
The Kings have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Hill kicks to Labissiere. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Labissiere. Labissiere, the screen. Cauley-Stein dishes to Hill. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you've got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Fournier's shot is off.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Hield kicks to Hill.
I mean, it wasn't
outside Bogdanovich. There's a good screen. And it's Hill. That time the assist from Cauley-Stein. Hill's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Payton. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Some nice ball movement by the Magic.
That's miles out.
Isaac misses.
Way too
Sacramento leading by 7.
See, it's hard because by the time I turn and make the shot, if I was to try and get
Cauley-Stein a screen.
It's just they're already on me and I lose a chance of getting it anyway.
Cauley-Stein with the screen for Hield.
I'm really depending on the computer to position me as close as I can on the 3-point line.
It's over Fournier. Orlando grabs the miss. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
Oh, straight line.
Well, last season for the Kings, they were in the hunt for a good stretch there early on, but kind of fell out of playoff contention and finally decided to pull the trigger and trade DeMarcus Cousins. It marked a major direction change that this team, I think, wanted to make.
Hield kicks to Cauley-Stein. Now here's Hield, who's guarded by Fournier. Labissiere with the screen for Bogdanovich. Shoots over Vucevic. Tries to save it and out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Kings.
They stayed away from being too reliant on the 3-point shot. They used it when they had to, but kept things balanced. And that's what you want to have, an offense that comes at you in all sorts of ways.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
All right, so
yeah, you know, some of it's
down
shot
by
selection,
5,
some just
ball
bad
back.
luck, and
Managed
just
to stop
can't get
it right now.
anything
He's
going.
got to get
Yeah,
back.
I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit
turns.
unlucky. Some of
Can't
it
let
is
this one
poor
sail away.
shot selection
Chasing our backs
in a
the whole
slump,
game.
no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Going with an almost entirely new group here.
Right.
Rambo, he's checked in for Vucevic. Spates comes in for Isaac. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Peyton. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Kufis checked in for Cauley Stein. Jackson comes in for Bogdanovich. Garrett Temple is checked in for Hield. And it's Fox in for George Hill. Sacramento leading by 5. Labissiere inside. Spates on him. They get it back. Temple the pass to Fox. Labissiere the screen. On the wing, Jackson. Augustine against Fox. Augustine with the steal.
Oh, yes.
Spates with a screen on Fox. Here's Augustine, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. 5th on the list, the Magic.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
First trip to the line for him here.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
Right.
First one falls for him.
And, you know, the speedy Augustine is really an excellent teammate and a dependable role player, a veteran presence who can really stroke it.
Both free throws, good from Augustine.
And Orlando coach Frank Vogel, an assistant coach and advanced scout for about a decade before his first head job with the Pacers, did a terrific job. He helped turn the Pacers into a powerhouse.
Here's Temple. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Right side, Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game. Always looking to bring the thunder.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And the Pacers made the playoffs 5 out of 6 seasons under Coach Vogel. Conference best 56 wins in 2014.
Yeah, and I was there during some of those wonderful runs. And for many, it was a surprise to see the Pacers look in a different direction. But it is the nature of the business for head coaches, and the former general manager, president with the Pacers, felt like it was just time for a change. So Frank Vogel's in Orlando, has some talented pieces, and now it's just about trying to make those pieces fit.
And stolen by Gordon. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Orlando shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
The free throw drops for Augustine. Both free throws good from Augustine.
4 out of 4 so far.
11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Fox. And it's Spates with the rebound. With 1 on the clock.
Oh, shit.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Kings lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
The Kings leading. On the court for Sacramento. Fox is out there with Garrett Temple. And there's Jackson. Then it's Labissiere. And it's Koufos in at the center position. Fox dishes to Labissiere. And Labissiere throws it down.
Getting the shot to go even with the contact, that's excellent concentration from Labissiere.
Clark, a lot of ways to initiate the offense. What's the one thing you look for in a playmaker for a team?
I think the willingness to give the ball up early and then to be able to understand what they're trying to get done offensively. So that comes back to basketball IQ, and we're assuming that the skill set is there. But to me, it's just understanding what you're trying to get every time down the floor and then being able to initiate that with the pass or the dribble.
And that one falls for Labissiere.
Hey, at 6'11" and 225 pounds, length is not an issue for Labissiere. He is long. Somebody who uses his size very well inside.
Here's Spates. And Augustine kicks to Spates. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
King's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Fox passes to Labissiere. Down low, there's the pick. Koufos kicks to Fox. From outside, off the mark.
Well, I think the defense got really lucky there. I mean, you can't afford to give up wide open shots from deep.
For Orlando, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Free throw good, Gordon.
The former Arizona Wildcat, Gordon is a high motor player who gives great effort out there all the time.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Skal Labissiere. Second free throw, no good.
Gordon's not the best in the free throw line.
Quarter number 2, we're about a minute in. Fox dishes to Cauley Stein. The pass to Fox. Good ball movement here by the Kings. There's the screen. Clock at 6. And stolen by Gordon.
Steal.
And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Augustine passes to Simmons. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And so here's Sacramento. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be game 4 of this 6-game road trip.
Really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general and has great vision on the court.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
Going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Biyombo. Isaac comes in for Maurice Spates. Fournier is checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Payton in for Augustine. Sacramento also making some changes. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Jackson. Buddy Hield comes in for Garrett Temple. And it's Hill in for Fox. Kings leading now by 4. Floats one. Vucevic with the block.
Not today.
Kicks to Fournier. Out left to the wing. Here's Isaac. Another miss by Orlando.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Yes. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Now here's Simmons. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston. Well, let's take this chance now to bring up the rookies at the head of their class in steals this past month. You look at Bogdanovich. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Well, he's a premier pickpocket last month among rookies. You can't afford to get lazy around him because he'll leave you empty-handed for sure.
First one falls for him. And Clark, just how important to a team is it to have a veteran presence on it? Like, how did the vets on the Pacers help you when you were a rookie or a young player in the league?
You know what? I think it's invaluable, Kevin. I was a 21-year-old rookie. I left after my junior year at Ohio State. And veteran players, Herb Williams, had been there a year or two. Guys like Billy Knight and George Johnson, Butch Carter were around. And having those guys talk about what it takes. And we were a very young team and had young veterans, but still they were invaluable in terms of giving you an example of how to go about your business to be successful as a pro.
Now here's Hield. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Koufos. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Boy, I like watching him get after it on the glass now, staying active, and usually that leads to good things.
Three-pointer. Another miss by Orlando. Kings leading now by 4. And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Hill kicks to Koufos. Pass to Hield. 4 on the shot clock. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start. Finding a rhythm right now.
Good. The assist goes to Hill. And it's an 8-point Sacramento lead.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money. This is no doubt. Now, here's Bogdanovich. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Hill against Payton. Hill kicks to Bogdanovich. Here's Here's Cauley Stein, and the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Cauley Stein's got his second basket of the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
When you're guarding Fournier, you just have to be really careful. I mean, he's an uncanny player who's talented and really good at drawing contact as he goes to the rim.
Labissiere is checked in for the Kings. And so Fournier nails both of them.
It's like a stretch of like
1:49 left in the first half of basketball.
And one of the side effects of the Cousins trade was it did open up more playing time for Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, immediately he was able to step in and fill those minutes and became a much larger part of their offense.
And Simmons slams it in.
I mean, well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kills, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Heel dishes to Labissiere. That one goes in. Hey, Greg, when Cauley-Stein got those extra minutes after the Cousins deal, you could see a change in his play. Much more aggressive, much more confident.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it just takes a clear path to minutes to change a player. Cauley-Stein had been getting better and better before the trade. Having the team believe he could step in was a huge boost in his confidence and his play.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Spates comes in for Jonathan Simmons, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Payton.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Sacramento leading by 8.
All right, down by 8. 1 minute left in the second.
Fox kicks to Labissiere, and they call an illegal screen here.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
Biombo, he's checked in for the Magic. Gordon comes in for Isaac.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fellow there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
Fox kicks to Cauley-Stein.
I guess he says he's a little fella.
Jackson with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Fox. Another shot in deep. Cauley-Stein drops it in. Cauley-Stein's got 6.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Temple the pass to Fox. They set the pick. The Kings shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. And so Jackson nails both of them.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And here's Augustine. The feed to Fournier. Nailed from three-point land. 7 points in the game.
And the quick release of Fournier. Man, he's so good at getting his shot off as soon as the pass reaches his hand.
And so it's Sacramento heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They were on a nice little roll in that opening period as they got their lead up as high as 7 points. They gathered some serious momentum in the second quarter, and as well as they played, it's a so that'll do it for now.
Come on, 2K.
Welcome back, folks. The downtown skyline of Orlando, Florida, looking especially striking tonight. Hill with it. The big men are Gordon and Vucevic. Payton and Fournier are the 1 and the 2. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Labissiere with the screen for Hill. Over Payton. He can't get that one to fall. And Orlando will come the other way. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Pass to Isaac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Vucevic. Sacramento grabs the miss. Cauley-Stein's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Labissiere, the screen. Hill kicks to Labissiere. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. Labissiere's got the first bucket of the third here for Sacramento. Back to Payton. Here's Isaac. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Pass to Fournier. Here's Payton. Offline with his 3. Kings leading now by 9. Hill dishes to Heel. Kings moving the ball around.
Fuck's sake. Ridiculous. Again, it's not really like, I'm not really losing by playing bad. It's just having stupid shit go wrong.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Back to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Bogdanovich. That one off the back iron and out.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range. Extended out nicely and definitely bothered the shot. Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
Cauley-Stein a screen. Passes it to Hill. That's tipped, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton.
Well, you talk about the league's premier athletes, and Aaron Gordon has to be on your list. I mean, incredible dunks in the 2016 dunk contest, and his in-game dunks are ridiculous.
The Magic making a switch here. Simmons is checked in, and a change for Sacramento. Kufis is checked in. Now a timeout called by Orlando. And coming out of Arizona, Aaron Gordon, seen as sort of a mini Blake Griffin. Not maybe as strong, but he's that kind of finisher.
Well, certainly can see some similarities and understand the comparison, but they are different players. But I think that Aaron Gordon can be better than Griffin defensively. He's got great mobility, tremendous bounce, and he's got the motor you like to see in a defensive player. If he can get his jump shot going, I think he'll be a star.
Payton against Hill. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So for the Magic, Spates comes in for Aaron Gordon, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Fox, he's checked in for Sacramento.
See, how do we not get that break?
Bogdanovich wide open. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
To the wing right side. Feeds it to Spates. Outside for Simmons. Here's Vucevic. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Vucevic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Hield. Guarded by Simmons. Hield the pass to Fox. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
I'm worried to even go.
And the Kings lead by 11.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good positioning close to the basket.
And it's Vucevic missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Labissiere. No good that time. The Magic go the other way with it. And Clark, you've been a member of this booth and many others for quite some time. I've always wondered, how did you make the jump into broadcasting?
Well, you know what? I've always enjoyed the game, Kevin, been a student of the game, and have enjoyed reading and playing with words. So when my basketball playing career ended, prematurely back in 1987. I got a chance to do Pacers radio, and from there fell in love with this new career and wanted to excel at it. And I've been at it now for over 30 years and hope to have a few more left in front of me.
Biombo is checked in for the Magic. Shot from 12, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Koufos has got his second basket.
He's just able to shoot over people at a high rate.
And you were a good defender, Greg, so you tell me, how do you guard that? I mean, the height, the soft release, not a lot you can do against that combination.
How did he? See,
there's a minute left in the third quarter.
Lost it instantly. There would have been no chance.
There's the pick. Jackson, a screen on Augustine. Here's Fox. No good from outside. The Magic trail by 13. Stolen by Jackson, and Fox with a clear path to the basket, and it's Fox with the jam.
Why do you have to stop?
The defensive instincts of Fox, man, scrapping and clawing for every steal he can get. Great speed with his hands and feet.
And Augustine kicks to Biombo. No good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Temple dishes to Jackson. Fox with the screen for Jackson.
I mean, I know Simmons isn't a three-point shooter, but
here's Temple, guarded by Simmons. Temple gets the bucket.
Like that execution, Kevin. A successful possession leading to a high percentage basket.
Outside, Simmons. Inside, Spates, the pass to Augustine. Up in time, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now let's hear what head coach Dave Yeager was reviewing with his team.
Stay aggressive, keep them moving. Don't let them stand and get set up and scheme up.
And that's Dave Yeager laying out the key points for his team over this next stretch.
Yeah, I mean, he really wants the ball and his guys to remain in constant motion. Keep the defense on defense.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And it's the Kings with the ball. 17-point lead, their biggest. Here's Cauley Stein. Augustine grabs the board.
So I don't know what happened.
Well, Orlando shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Kings, Jackson is out there with Willie Cauley Stein. And it's Fox. Then there's Koufos, and it's Temple in at the 2. Augustine, that's good.
Yeah, and Augustine continues to get it done from deep, Kevin. A consistent three-ball shooter who gets his shot up in a hurry.
And Temple kicks to Koufos. Jackson with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Cauley Stein, a screen.
Massive run here.
Jackson dishes to Koufos. Cauley Stein. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Peyton, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. George Hill's checked in for Sacramento. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The Magic trail by 15. Augustine passes to Gordon. And the basket is good.
Well, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot, even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Fox kicks to Hill. Shoots from 12. It's Biombo with the rebound.
And I love how his teammates have stepped up for him. He's struggling, but they're ramping it up and getting it done this quarter.
Koufos with the block. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Temple dishes to Hill. He feeds it to Cauley Stein. Hill against Augustine. Just 4 to shoot. Again, missing Hill.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
I'm just so done with this game. What the fuck was that?
For the Magic, Vucevic, he's checked in for Biombo, and Isaac subbed in for Augustine. And then for Sacramento, Labissiere checked in for Koufos. Bogdanovic comes in for Garrett Temple.
My God,
and it's Buddy Hield in for Fox. Labissiere kicks to Hill. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Labissiere, the screen. 5 on the clock. Hill passes to Hield. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 5 assists tonight.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
The Magic trail by 16. Payton dishes to Vucevic, and he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Man, like the way Vucevic, after contact, continues to work through and concentrate on the bucket. That's a credit to his body control.
For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Hill against Payton.
Within 5 points by 1 minute left.
Outside, Bogdanovic. Dishes to Hill. Fires the 3. Orlando grabs the miss.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
And it's off from 3-point range.
For fuck's sake, see, that was meant to go to Vooch.
Sacramento leading by 13.
You have a different fucking player, and then I can't make the shot because it's in a complete wrong space. I'm so mentally done with this game.
Here's the teardrop. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And the Pacers trading away the coveted George Hill. Going into last season, they wanted more of a passer at the point guard position.
And that's the one thing about Hill. He's more of a combo guard than a true point. He keeps his turnovers low, but as far as creating a ton of shots for his teammates, that's not really his game.
They grabbed their own miss. Payton just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Coley Stein, a screen.
Oh my God, playing against the Magic is so frustrating these days.
Hill against Payton. Hill kicks to Coley Stein. Shoots over Vucevic. Again, the miss by the Kings. The Magic trail by 14. Fournier for 3. Trains the 3-pointer.
And Fournier has been an absolutely lights-out long-distance shooter every season he's been in the league.
No way. And it was
Hill
in like
passes to Hield.
as well.
Pick up by Hill. Hield kicks to Hill. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hill's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really like the presence of mind from Hill, preparing himself to shoot prior to the pass getting to him.
For 3, Gordon. And that one is off. And Sacramento will go the other way with it.
Just went through Payton's
17
body.
points was their biggest margin. Hield kicks to Coley Stein.
This game never ceases to amaze me.
Outside, Bogdanovic.
How scripted it can be sometimes. Like, I understand there's different
Labissiere
ratings
with the screen for
rebounding
Bogdanovic.
stats, but at the same time, sometimes when it's that
And he
blatant,
overshot that
obvious
one,
you should
missing.
not read it.
Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Sacramento.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And looking at the trajectory of the season, this is the first of 2 meetings on the year. So this will be a solid win to go up 1-0 in the season series here against the Magic.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Hill.
And the ball movement, exquisite, incredible. I mean,
it's like
dime dropping all over the place all game long.
And Cauley Stein with the basket on the assist by Fox.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Payton kicks to Vucevic. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the 7-foot frame of Vucevic creates a lot of problems, causes a lot of problems for defenders, especially when he's close to the bucket.
And both free throws good for Vucevic.
8 field goals, like what the fuck?
And it's the Kings with the ball.
Has probably had the worst
13-point lead
all season in this game. I mean, 3 rebounds.
Augustine against Fox.
Usually he's at like 10 to 14 a game.
And the first one drops.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
Fox hits them both. Three-pointer Augustine. It's off. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
With it. Try and salvage something. I mean, just look at that. 26% on the three-point line, 33% on field goals, and we had 6. Actually, so we had more rebounds than I thought, but bruh, just kill me now. I'm so done with this game. Alright, thanks guys for tuning in. I'll catch y'all later.